Aussie Gemma. That didn't work. Aussie Gem Hunter naseeb here. How we going, guys? Back underground as per usual. Look, what we're going to do today is we're going to head in this direction. So I've got a lot of overburden to do, and I'll show you that in a second, how far we've got to go and that sort of thing. First of all, though, check out what's behind me. So we've got our wash all the way through here, which is the material we want to take to get our sapphires, and that's what they're bedded into. You can see how the layers change because we're digging old riverbed, and that riverbed is around about 5 to 6 million years old. So basically big rocks like that are called billies. They're spattered everywhere. But that, my friends, is decomposing granite. Now, decomposing granite's actually the floor, so it's what we like to chip up, and it's pretty much the base of the old riverbed. Nothing penetrates the granite. Sapphires will get stuck on the granite just like gold will. For instance, they'll travel along, dip in, get stuck. So basically we chip a little bit of this up, but it's unusual for me to see big boulders of granite like that. So I just thought I'd show you something that's a little bit different to what we've normally got on the channel. And that granite boulder, if you can see, lady legs, so you can see it's from there all the way through, and it did come all the way down to around about here, and it was a massive big boulder. So I'd be interested to see what's past there, because what happens with sapphires, just like gold, if the water slows down and stops, the sapphire drops. So and we've been picking up really good sapphire here. So it's either dropped out here or it's dropped out behind here. Knowing that there's a lot of sapphire in this area, and I've been having bonanza days, fingers crossed, we get big sapphire on the other end of this, or it could all just been trapped here and I've been lying to you for the last 5 minutes. But knowing that there's a billy big rock there, we're gonna go in that direction today. And as you can see, there's all that wash that's underneath there as well. So that granite finishes here. There's a wash layer under there. We'll be taking all that, and I'll see if I can get rid of a bit of that today. So let's get digging, guys. All right, first drama, just doing overburden as I said before, and check this out. Now, to the untrained eye, that's a tyre, but she's well and truly stuffed. So luckily, I keep a little sparey around the corner, and obviously the tyre's okay. I have blown out one of these flat free. Oh, say that 5 times. I have blown out one of these flat free tyres before, but yeah, it just looks like the bearing's stuffed on one side, so there'll be little pieces of bearing everywhere. Okay, bench is created, and just for scale, I'm sitting down on it, don't know why, but you can see the wash all the way through here that we kept, and then there's, on top of here, that's a billy, so I kept all that material through there. I did want to show you one other thing. This is obviously the big granite boulder that popped up, and there is a layer of wash there and a layer of wash there. So I have kept that section, and there's obviously a billy there. So I don't know what's happening past that, but we've got through all of that granite, and then there's a little bit of wash here. So that granite just disappears, and then hopefully it's trapped a whole bunch. I believe the water has come this way, and then it's piled up behind it. So fingers crossed. This is a big billy. We're not going to go too far with it today. If I can get it from there to there, I'm going to be happy. So I just thought I'd show you the big billy here. There's another one there. We just pulled a big one out from there. A huge amount of stone, like just big rocks. We need to go forward one more because I believe there'll be some sapphire there. And I've picked up a couple, little ones, 5 carats, just floating around here. Nothing too good. So I didn't bring you back, but let's see if we can shift this. Let's try to shift it maybe. I might need some leverage, some extra leverage. It moves. I think we're just going to roll it back there and then forget about it. I've always got to chip off all the extra material because sapphire can get stuck to the Alrighty. I think that's where it's going to live. All right, it's happened. I finally found a sapphire worth showing you. The rest have just been so small, hasn't been worth picking them out and showing you. But this one, it's big enough. Will it be good enough though? Let's have a look at it. It's just jackhammering up the corner. There it is. Let's break a bit of that rubbish away from it. That light on. Let's take you in. Yeah, shattered. You can see it's. This is a super strong torch. It's got colour in it, but I think we'll find that it's shattered. There actually might be a good top piece in it. Anyway, that's blue yellow by the looks of things, making that nice green colour. We'll have to have a look at that upstairs, but it looks shattered to me. It's sapphire though, which means upstairs might have more than just chips. Yeah, a bit more excited now for this wash. We'll see you upstairs in a second. Or another sapphire. Hey, we're on again. No need to see it upstairs just yet. I just saw a bigger one and a little other one, so let's check those two out. Okay, I'm going to put my light on. It's flickering like all buggery, but there it is. Can't really put it on there, can I? What about that? That's it right there. It's a lot bigger than the other one. And we've got a small little one just there, like a little chip. So you can see we had that one in the wallow, picked out of the one of the wallow. There's that one there. Check it out. Oh, look at the size of that. That's what you want to see. Holy. Now, does it have colour is the question. A little bit of rubbish on it. Let's have a look at it. Like 90% of these big ones. Oh, it's got colour. Looks like a bomb though. Gee, I don't know. That'll have to go through the wash plant for us to have a look at it. It might have a good side to it, but generally, no, I can see some lines just there. Let's get you a bit closer so you can have a look. When you can see the lines like that, I don't think they're colour bands. Anyway, it'll have a whole bunch of, that little corner might be okay. We might be able to get something out of it. We can't see it through that side there. So definitely, with all this junk on, we don't know either. This is a super strong torch. It looks like it's shattered to me, but you never ever know. But that's a good hunk. That'd have to be. Oh, just take that little bit off. Maybe we'll see through it. My beautiful girl Twiny's told me never to stick these in my mouth ever again, and for the sake of keeping happy wife, happy life, I'm not going to. So, oh look, yeah, they might. Nah, it's shattered. Anyway, we'll have a look upstairs. That's about 80 carats, I suppose. Yeah, that's made me smile. Yeah, that's definitely put a smile on the dial. Oh, I just dropped it. Don't worry, I'll find it again. Yeah, that's put a smile on my dial. Alrighty, let's go sort out this pulsator, see if we've got millions of dollars. And let's hope those two that we found downstairs found their way up in that pulsator too, hey? Let's check it out. Okie dokie. Got our cup. I don't know whether we're going to need it or not. We got it anyway. It's a good showing of mustard irons, that's good. Gee, I thought that was a big sapphire there, but it's not. I kind of like to see those big mustard irons. I'd like to see a couple of bigger, darker ones, but oh yeah, we've got sapphire. Leave that one there. Gee, I wonder where that big one is. Yeah, hopefully she's there. There it is. It's all washed up. Let's have a look at it. We're going to have to take it inside, but I don't think there's anything to that. Anyway, I've been wrong before, several times. It's a bit of spinel. Just missed another piece of spinel. Get rid of some more of this rubbish. A bit more of a dig around here. There's one. Looks like spinel. That is a rock. Another one stuck here. It's a spinel. Let's dig in this corner. Little green, tiny little green, there's a little zircon. I was trying to get this blue here. It's a rock. It's a nice little blue. Yeah, could be a little cutter. Only a real small piece though. But, you know, they don't need to be massive to make money out of them. That's spinel. That's another bit of spinel. I noticed all the tiny little pieces were everywhere. When I was down there, I was just seeing like little flashes and nothing turned into anything big other than the other big one. Be interested to see how much it weighs actually. That's spinel by the looks of things. Got a heap of spinel. Oh, come on, fingers. Oh, that's titanium. That's spinel. That's me almost falling. That's a little green piece there. Yeah, just those little bits. That's spinel. That's another piece of spinel there. That's sapphire. It's murky. And it's got fractures everywhere. It's a bomb. I think that's might be the one we found underground. You know, with a heap of dirt on it. Can't really see it. That's spinel. I just knocked over a piece. It looks pretty good. Ah, little cutie.
Nothing that's pulling my hair back at the moment. So this one's going to be super cute. It's clear in there. I can see it just on the floor there. It's little. Look at that. That's clear. There's a couple little ones back there I'm not going to worry about. Oh, what's that? Yeah, it's a blue piece. It's a bit dark. Spinel. Oh, I should have washed it a bit longer. That stuff's horrible. It's a little. Oh, look at the corner here. It's full of them. That's a bomb. That's Spinel by the looks of things. Spinel. We've got a lot of Spinel. Oh, a little blue-green. Spinel. Rook. Must be the corner, hey? Maybe that's the one we found downstairs. We have to investigate inside for that one. Here's a nice little piece by the looks of things. I don't know. Got a crack in it. What about? That's Spinel. You can see that one's shattered. Maybe he's put a light on that. There's another little sapphire. Did better than I thought we were going to do. That's a rock. That's a rock. Spinel. That's better. I've got the torch on there now. Alright, inside. Let's just tear that off. Oh, no, I want the light, and I want to tear that. Sweet. Now let's weigh the big one first. What did I say? 80 carats underground. So let's throw it in there. It weighed 124. I was way off. Absolutely way off. I always am. 125 carats is a big stone. I checked it out off camera. It doesn't have colour in it. It's got colour in it, but it's too fractured and shattered to do anything with. It'll be good for a skin polish. You know, you grind a couple of pieces away out of it and skin polish them, because it does have beautiful colour. It's just got way too many cracks. Did 25 wheelbarrows today, and the grand total without all the little stuff that are left in the pulsator is 300 carats. Wow. You know, like, even if you take that 125 out, you know, you still got 180. So yeah, thumbs up for that. It had a good day. Bloody unreal day. Now let's have a look at the keepers. All right, let's have a look at this first. Now you'll see, you know, a heap of colour in it, but there's fractures in it. So actually, let's take you a bit closer. Yeah, there's just too many, like, you'll see colour like that, but you also see fractures. There is a good little point right there of yellow, and I wouldn't mind just chasing that section. You know, take a saw through here, because you can see where the crack is there, and then that dome top here. I mean, I've done this before and thought, oh, I could have just sold it as a bomb as it is and made more money. But one of these days, I'm going to come up trumps. But I think I could get a stone out of the yellow part here. Sorry, try and get you guys into focus. That yellow part there, and you can see the crack there. But when we come through the other side, it kind of looks okay. Saw straight through there, because there's a crack there. Saw through there, and it'll probably give me a 5 carat top. You know, and then fingers crossed, you know, while we're sawing it, there's something in that blue section straight through there. And then, yes, all of that bottom here is cracked. But yeah, look, you know, if I could get a top section of yellow out of it like that, it'll be a great little stone. But I think there's a crack in this way that I'm not seeing, you know, but I think it's the edge here, doesn't go in. Anyway, we'll split it up and see what happens to that big boy. Now, the piece of resistance for the day is this one. When I shone the light in it outside, it was fantastic. You're at 12.3 carats. Let's have a good look at it. Look at that. It's a blue on blue. That's table there. That's table there. It's got a heap of junk on the sides. And that's cross table. But it is light. When I shine the light actually through it like that, you'll see it. It's got a junk on the bum end here. That'll have to go, you know, and it'll have to be trimmed up there as well, because you won't get any out of that. But that's table. But it's just a little bit darker. We'll have to cut it on the cross, but it'll still turn out like it's a blue on blue. You know, it needs a little bit of heat. A little bit of heat will really help this stone. And I think we're going to end up with an absolutely gorgeous stone. 12 carats. We should get 2.5, maybe 3. 3 would be unreal, but I don't think so. It does have a bit of thickness, and it's looking like it's going to be an emerald anyway. So yeah, super happy with that stone. Yeah. Smiles, giggles, laughs, the whole lot. Yeah. I mean, it'll be a little bit of a darker stone, like it'll be that midnight color or ocean blue color, but it'll be a beautiful stone once we're done with it. Alrighty, so that's that one. Let's get into the next one. Almost 7 carats. This is just, yeah, it's a blue-green cross table. You can see the difference of the green and the cross table. That's blue on table. And that's, you got the green, you can see there. You know, it will, it's a cutter, but it's not necessarily the color I chase. Oh, let's go this one. Yeah, 5.2 carats. And we can't put the light directly on it, not in the middle. That's table there. That's cross table, and cross table is super light. And we have a really light section there, which will lighten that stone up. So at 5.2 carats, it's a bit of an awkward sort of shape, but there's no faults in it whatsoever. You know, it's 5 carats, and if we can get that light stuff, hang on, let's take you in it closer. Right, that in the middle. If we can get that at the end, that nice light bum at the end, see that yellow? If we can put that yellow in the bottom like that, it'll turn into a beautiful blue. Just don't know how much orientation we're going to have to change to get that yellow that you see there in the culet in the bottom. So yeah, happy with that. 5 carat as well, 5.2 carats. Honourable mentions today, because they're too little to really use. 4 carats, you know, we never know. But it's going to be dark. It needs a good cook. See that yellow in there? We want that yellow on the bottom. See that yellow there? So we give it a cook and a bit of a shave, and we might turn that 5 carats into 1 carat. 1 carat, like look at that center piece. That's what we're chasing, that yellow in that section there. And then we just cut a bit of around, it'll be off center. We might be able to crank it, might lose too much stone. But yeah, very happy with that stone as well. And this little bad boy, it's only little, but it was the best color of the day. Look at that. Let's get you to focus properly. Yeah, best color of the day. Clear in the hand, look at that. But it was miniature. Oh, we want that in the 125 carat. Oh, that spot's not done yet, which is great. I just said that left-hand side must have produced all that sapphire. So, yeah, let's get them cut. Let's see what they look like. It all could turn to rubbish, but let's get them cut, see what happens. And see if that 160 carat, and we get a little choppy chop, see what it turns out to be. Yeah, okay, so we've got that 12 carat all cut up, ready to go. Blue on blue. I was so excited to have this. I thought it'd just be this beautiful light blue color. We've got a little bit more in the sort of midnight range. Let's have a look. Now, this is not the best day to be doing this. I mean, it still performs super well, and you can see that light blue and then that midnight blue playing up in the stone. It's kind of gorgeous, actually, to be quite honest. It is a beautiful stone, it really can just show in every light, and you can see that midnight blue around the edges and that light blue through the middle. It does perform super well. 3.36 carats, so bang on, that good return at around about 30%. And that's great return for a stone, and obviously no flaws. Gorgeous looking stone. And if you can't see, this is the worst light possible, as per usual. I don't seem to ever get them in good light, but check this out. If you can't see, it's actually raining right now. Overcast as. And still this stone performs. Let's try and get you a bit closer so you can see. Yeah, I did nothing for my light. Let's get you back a bit. Let's try and chase a little bit more of that light. Yeah, look at that. Very happy, actually. 3.36. It's a good stone. It shows really that deep blue flashes in that bottom corner now, right through that beautiful, center where it's more of an ocean color. So yeah, just stripes, ocean blue, midnight blue. Yeah, can't be upset with that at all. Great stone, good depiction of and ovals normally aren't that brilliant, like show heaps of brilliance, but yeah, certainly happy with that. And it'll be on aussiegemhunter.com.au, so jump on if you want, or message me directly at naseeb at aussiegemhunter.com.au. See you guys in the next one.